So today, as we've been expecting, I'm starting my campus tours series, and the purpose of these series is to kind of go out in the public and start teaching people about robots. So I'm planning to just kind of tour the campus with everyone. And while I'm touring the campus, I'll just try and have some conversations. So this is the first of the series. So, you know, we're gonna learn how to get it done here. So if you guys could let me know if you guys can see me. I don't have any viewers coming in, so I'm thinking maybe I set up the settings wrong or something like that. But I'll wait for that first spike. Let me check this out on my other phone. All right. Well, welcome. We got Angelica in here. She's the first in the room. What we're doing today is we're exploring Central Piedmont University. And I just got to campus. And we're gonna try and have some conversations with people about robots, because every day I get on here and I show you guys about all the humanoids. But the most important thing when talking about robots is the fact that it's really the introduction of widespread automation. And with widespread automation, it's going to affect everyone's lives. So you see, I'm at there's a car wash here. You guys think I should go up to some car wash people? I kind of want to get on campus because I want to talk to people, like, you know, with their majors and what they're doing in life. But yeah, I'm in Central Piedmont University today. We're gonna do a pretty awesome college tour. So, who here has been to Central Piedmont University? It's actually my first time here on campus. And while we're waiting, I'll show you guys, for the people joining, I share all about humanoid robots. All right, so the AI and robots, you know, I teach about these. So all right, so I teach about all the robots, and there's not enough public discussion, but it's going to affect people's lives. So that's why I'm here on campus, to try and talk to people. So everyone joining the room, let me know where you guys are from, so I can tailor this conversation to you. Because in between talking to people, I'll try and show you guys some cool things. So like, I'll show like some examples of like robots at work. So last night, a highlight was we talked to someone who was a bartender, and he said, you know, robots aren't going to affect my job. Yo, Random Goon from Colorado Springs, what's up? So thank you for joining, guys. Thank you for joining. So we talked to a bartender last night, and he said robots aren't going to affect my job. So we pulled up the video of robot bartenders. Let me pause for a second here. Robot bartender. I don't know. I think I'm in the sun. You guys might not be able to see that. But we showed a robot who could do bartending, and it opened his mind. It started the conversation, and that's what I want to do with my creation. Is this is gonna affect, you know, if you're a kid dreaming about what you want to do in your life, then, you know, let's talk about it. Let's think about it to get you best situated for, you know, taking on the world. Because, you know, for example, like when I was in college, AI was kind of a thing, like a technology, but no one was like, look, you're going to be competing against AI when you're in the workforce. And, you know, what did I do the last 3 years? I came back to the workforce from leaving the company I used to run, and it was way harder to get a good paying job than before, and that was largely because of like AI. And you know, no one was there to really talk to me about how AI is going to affect my job later in life. And that's why I want to, you know, while we're on campus, I want to talk to people about, you know, how robots are going to affect their life in the next few years, and how to just kind of best prepare for that. You know what I mean? So you guys gotta help me out. I'm not used to going up to strangers and talking about that. So random guy in the comments, hey, Shri Growth Thambandi, welcome in. Random guy in the comments, he made a good thing. He said, has that guy ever seen a fast food ordering machine? And it's a good point, because, you know, we got robots, you know, like the most popular robots. Check out the campus, guys. We are now on campus. We just need people. Where the people at, so we can interview them. But you know, we have these like old form robots, like the vending machines. You know, we've seen robots in like car factories for quite some time. But now they're getting exponentially better, because the brains of the robots are now being filled with AI. Okay, and that's like that's something that's gonna make them pretty much irreplaceable at work. So we've built a society that's really based on labor, and there's gonna be less and less jobs to do. So Random Goon said, look, 300 million guys. I haven't seen this number before, but we'll trust Random Guy in the comments. He said 300 million jobs will be replaced by 2030. I think that's kind of in line with what I've been researching, which is that 4 out of 5 people will interact with a robot on a daily basis, and a lot of them are going to be doing jobs. I'm on campus. Where are all the people at? I know it's Saturday, but I thought like maybe some people would be doing tours or something. Hey, Shri Growtham Bandy, I don't know. Can you guys let me know? I had a live last night. I was at 99 followers, and I wonder if I hit 100, because I just had 14 people on, and we're getting started. Dang, you ever been to a campus that has no people? I guess I'm used. I went to college in Ohio, so I feel like we was always walking around on the weekend. But I don't know what you guys think. But yeah, it's a Saturday in the winter, Angelica said. Yeah. But hey, we trying. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys. So there was one person I passed that was on the phone. I didn't feel like talking, but maybe I got to be bolder, huh? All right, so you know, we got robots. You see, I got on my phone, I got all these videos of robots. I'm at 101 subscribers, guys. We got to celebrate. Let's go. 101. You guys are crushing it. I'm now officially out of the 2-digit club, and I'm back in the 3-digit club. So I appreciate you guys. Yeah, let's celebrate that. Celebrate. I'm pumped. Anyways, so if we see anybody, I'll ask them if they want to talk about robots. But for right now, I'm not seeing too many people. Maybe I'll go this way. But yeah, guys. So pretty much anyone who's in the comments, like I see someone joining from India, someone joining like, let me know what part of your life you're at. Like, are you guys in grade school? Are you guys working right now? Because I'll try to pull up on my phone a type of humanoid robot that is probably gonna be competing with your job. And because of that, all right, guys, here's the plan. So I'm gonna go up to this looks like a main building, and I'm just gonna camp out because I think for you guys, my phone's moving too much up and down. And then if people pass by, we'll talk to them. If not, then we can just make the best use of our time and just kind of chat. But all right. So Random Goon said that's exactly why I'm developing a business plan to incorporate into my profession. And I would say, me too, but that's kind of why I do social media content creation, Like, it's like, content creation is like a way, and I'll tell you the thinking behind it. Okay, so I see robotics. I've been trying to transition into a sales job in robotics, but I see robotics putting a big strain on the labor market because, robots can do most administrative jobs, business jobs better over time, and I think that's only gonna get more exaggerated when we have robots that can move as well. And so, my plan is like, you got to build, like, these companies are no longer really taking care of you. The salaries are lower with rising costs. So I think everyone has to build, something that like Random Goons, he's creating his own business. But I think for me, like, I'm getting into the content creation side to try and make some money that way. Because you just have to build something else for yourself. So if you guys have social media, I would love to support you guys on the stream today, and I'll pull up your profile. I'll try and give you guys a follow, but let me know about that. So guys, today, Thomas Murata, welcome in. We are on campus of Central Piedmont University. Sorry guys, I clicked out, but we're on campus of Central Piedmont University, and the intention was, okay, we'll talk to people, we'll share with the world a bit more about robots. But so far, nobody has been here. So We're gonna keep exploring campus. I'll show you guys. I'm just getting to the center of campus. But you know, after that, we will just kind of chat. So, everyone, you guys, let me know where everyone's from. We got Thomas, Murado, Random Goon, Angelica. Let me know what phase of your life you're in. If you're in grade school, high school, college, if you're starting your career, because I know a lot about robotics. I'm trying to learn a lot about AI. I've worked with AI in previous businesses, in a much different application than it's used today, but used to like build models, financial models with it's called SPSS Modeler. It was a AI model released by IBM, and I had a good friend who was a great modeler. All right, guys, you are on campus. What are you guys thinking? So we're on campus now. I think this is all campus. Well, smile, bro. Life is good. Hey, from the UK, we got ADHD, and I appreciate you. You guys know I'm also from the UK. Who knows that? I was born over there, man. We got Mango Jojo. Welcome in. So Random Goon, he's been out of school and he's had his business since 2017. 2017, guys. So we gotta learn from Random Goon. If you guys don't know my story, and 80, I appreciate you spreading love. I try, and that's what I want to get out here and talk to people, because like I think robotics is going to change a lot of things. Like, it's fundamentally changing the world, because everything we do from our school age is to make us good employees. A lot of our everyone's you go to an event, what's the first thing people ask you? Like, oh, what's your job? What's your job? And it's a very important question, but I think robots and AI are creating fewer and fewer jobs for people. So then it's kind of like a value change for society. But there's not many people going out and like kind of like talking to people about robotics and that sort of thing. So that's kind of why I try and come out here and chat with people. So anyways, you guys want to see what the hospital looks like in Central Piedmont? This is the Novant Health out here. This is the Novant Health Hospital. And Mango Jojo, Ral Said Prince asked, do you know? No, I don't know what that is. Tell me in the comments what that is. Yeah, let me know. Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, good. I should have asked there, shouldn't I have? Missed opportunity, but I wasn't feeling the confidence yet. Dang, should I go? They're headed back to work at the hospital. But anyways, guys, so I'll show you guys. I'm on campus. We got the theater. So this is it's a theater, but it looks like maybe a church. It's quite a nice campus. What do you guys think? I gotta have my phone out. So, but anyways, I was talking about the story of my life because Random Goon. It's a board used for programming stuff with hardware sensors. Okay, guys, yeah. So, Arduino. So, Mr. Prince, he's telling us about robotics. So, you know, I'll share what he's talking about. So, there's a company called Arduino, and Arduino makes a lot of the learning sets. The learning sets for like if you're learning robotics, you can get these like chips, and you can make your own robots that way. So he's sharing about that in the comments. Um, and they just got bought by Qualcomm, but they're pretty much one of the main ways for young people, people of all ages, to learn about robotics. And what you can do with these chips is you can kind of program them to make your own robot at home. So thank you, Mr. Prince. Did I get that right? I think that's right. Anyways, guys, we're on campus. We're at Big Ben's Pub. This is a robotics channel. We kind of talk about robots and try and start the conversation because I think it's going to change people's lives in like a major way. So, anyways, we'll post it up. How am I doing, guys? We're at minute 21. I want to try and get 2 hours. I don't know if it'll be simultaneously, but I would love to do that, and maybe I'll get the confidence. I feel like I had one good opportunity to talk to people that were passing by, and it was missed. So anyways, we'll get the next one though. So Mr. Prince, he said there are DIY kits available in AliExpress, Amazon, and those marketplaces. They come with breadboards, which are an easy way to transmit signals with the main board. So he's talking about making robots here, and it's a great way to learn. If you guys are interested in making robots, then you should definitely check that out. So hey, guys joining in, make sure if you could sub. Appreciate you. Guys, I think next campus tour I go on, I gotta go during the week. You guys agree? Because look at this campus. I'm posted up. No one here. But, you know, maybe that's all good. Maybe we'll get some people joining here in a bit. But guys, if you're joining in, if you could like the stream, I'd appreciate that. So Mr. Prince is talking that Arduino is basically the real life version of C++. For you guys that don't know what C++ is, it's like he explained that right after. C++ is a programming language. So yeah, let me I'll try and pull something up of what this guy's talking about. So he's talking about let me try to get a good video for you guys. But I'd like to give a shout out to Mr. Raal Saeed Prince. Where are you from, by the way? Because he's kind of teaching us. These are like practical applications to, you know, get into robotics yourself if you want to do like a project, and that's a great way to learn projects. So let's see. So guys, if you want to make something like this, I'm trying to get good lighting for you guys. It's not as good out here, huh? All right, you see it's like a block of lights. It's like a block of lights there, and it's not the best view, but pretty much you're making a little robotic type thing, and you know, that's what he's talking about. And he's from Venezuela. So welcome Welcome in. We got people from all over the world out here, and just all kind of learning about stuff. So Random Goon is telling us that AI growth is clocked at like doubling its computation capacity every 3.5 months. Yeah, it's crazy. So I used to be in the investment world, and one of the main theses I remember in 2019, not 2019, it was like 2020, that was against like AI being as big as it's been, was that, okay, to make the chips you need all these critical minerals and stuff like that, and he was saying the capacity to make high-end chips was not there, and so we wouldn't have an AI boom. And I think that's been proven wrong, because they obviously, it's become like a national priority to get into critical minerals for all these companies. Yeah, that's great. So Random Goon, he said, look how computers took from the point of creation to being in everyone's pockets. And then look, and that's the point I want to point out, because I've been following robotics for a while. Just 2 years ago, you were lucky for a robot to even like walk. Like, these things were struggling. And now look, this is a real video. Now they can move like this. This is a Chinese Xpeng robot. Okay? So in just like 2 years, think of how quickly. And a lot of people don't think that robots can be in their field, but they're learning so quickly with they're learning so quickly that it's something you got to consider. And with the labor market changing, like I think people's value is really going to be in like becoming a content creator, distributor. Because if you think about it, like in a business, the most important thing, Random Goon, I appreciate it, man. You keep the chat interesting. So you definitely keep the chat interesting. So it's important, and it's important talk, so and we appreciate you bringing Random Goon here. We appreciate you bringing that conversation, because I'm learning from you guys. Honestly, this morning I've learned about this bit more about the Arduino chips, and about Random Goon's business. If you guys want, and by the way, all you guys participating, I'm happy to follow your socials. If you got anything, I'll hop on my YouTube and I'll give you guys a follow. So anyways, I think I just saw someone walking by themselves with a backpack that I was going to talk to, but they ended up not coming this way. So let's try and find someone, huh? So if you guys, I see a lot of guys talking about projects they've done in the comments. Have you guys tried robotics projects before? I know some of you have done like AI projects and stuff like that. But important to learn, and then important to, because like the social media thing, it takes years. I'll show you guys, this is the train in Charlotte. Pretty cool. Let's see. So there are cables which are divided between male and female. So I put them, females are the one. Okay, so I mean, Mr. Prince in the comments, I mean, he's a technical guy, obviously. So he's teaching us. Mr. Prince, if you want, I don't know how to do it on YouTube, but I think if you want to hop on with me, we can do a duet and you can teach about this Arduino product. Pizza Rants, welcome in, guys. What we're attempting to do today, we're attempting to go around campus and talk to people. Sorry guys, I hit the wrong button, but we're attempting to go around campus and kind of talk to people about robots. Haven't seen many people on campus. I think it's the winter and it's a Saturday. But that's what the goal is. And in this goal, we've ended up learning a lot about Arduino. Arduino is a way that you can make robots at home by yourself. And yeah. So guys, can you let me know how many followers I'm at? We're at 30 minutes. I want to do 2 hours today. We'll see if we get there. But we're waiting for some people to talk to. What are some ideas you guys think that I'll go to and there's like tons of people around? Maybe I should go to like a fair or something. What do you guys think? Like one of those church festivals or like holiday festivals. But the idea was that people are in college, they'll be looking what to do with their lives, and we can kind of like talk to them. All right, we're still at 101. Well, let's check out let's check out the campus then. Let's not sweat it. People aren't out today, but we're gonna check out this beautiful campus, which is the Central Piedmont. So Piedmont, I haven't been in this area that long, but Piedmont means like it's like the region between the mountains and the Carolinas, like from the Appalachia down. And so people in this area, they say they're from the Piedmont, and that's what this college is kind of named after. So we got this building here. But hey, I appreciate you guys, checking me out today. I'm officially over 100 subscribers. 101. Let's go. My goal, I want to get 1,000 by February, because then I can start making some money off the YouTube and all that. Let me show you guys the train that goes around Charlotte. So check it out. I was about to say, like, maybe I should hop on the train, but the Charlotte train is a little infamous for the wrong reasons, I don't know if you guys heard. There's like an international news story, but yeah, I'll pass on the train today. But anyways, we seeing on campus, looks like we got St. Jude's, Novant Hill. We got a church here. St. John's Baptist Church. It's a pretty cool looking one. Maybe we'll just explore a little bit, man. Not gonna sweat, no one being around. So, looks like we got people from Chile. We got people from India in the room. We got people from the United States. What you're seeing right now, this is how North Carolina looks like, by the way. I always think my viewers are mostly in the U.S., but I know some people are from international viewers we got in the room. So if you ever wondered what the Carolinas look like, this is just like a neighborhood here. I think it's called Elizabeth. So yeah. So with the topics for the day, where else can I go, guys, that you think would be interesting to engage with people? You know, this is kind of like a coolest family housing at the church. You know, that's one thing I've noticed in North Carolina, particularly. Like all these churches also have they have like family grounds, like places where people can stay. They tend to have basketball courts. They're kind of like full facilities, and I don't see that many other places. All right, guys, I think I'm getting more into like a neighborhood now. So, Mr. Prince, let's give a shout out to Mr. Prince, because he's been carrying the comment section, as well as Angelica and Random Goon. Like he's teaching us all about these DIY kits with LEDs. So that's cool. See, look, I told you they all have like basketball courts. See, look at the back of this church. They have this center, and I bet there's a basketball court in there. So yeah, guys. So some robots. This is the which one's this? The Figure 02. You see there? How's it going? Hey, I'm teaching people about robotics online. Would you want me to talk to you for a minute or two?
Yeah, come on, let's talk. Okay.
All right. All right, guys. This is what's your name?
My name is Major Cameron.
Major Cameron. So, with robotics, so I teach all about like the new humanoid robots and stuff that are coming out.
Oh, I see that one.
So you see like this one, it does like laundry.
Okay.
There's like, you know, they're becoming, just 2 years ago, these robots they could barely move.
Right.
And now with AI in their brains, they can do all kinds of things.
So you're telling me, so I'm a music artist who tours and shows and things like this right here.
Okay.
Do you think you could program a couple of these robots? Like I got a 3-member band, right? I'm the DJ. There's a saxophone player, and then there's a main vocalist.
Okay.
Right. But I was looking at adding 3 more people. One to play the drums, one, and they might not actually have to play, you know what I mean, but it just looked like they're playing, because the rest of the elements that we got will be, you know, all pre-recorded.
Yeah.
But it would be so cool if I had a couple robots dancing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and then one robot on the keyboard.
Yeah.
So would something like that be possible?
Yeah, so I think absolutely, and I'll show you.
Now, let me ask you this:
example.
What would that cost? I mean, if these robots, I know they run on some kind of battery or whatever the case would be. But let's say we got them all set and programmed, you know, to do a set with us.
Yep.
So my thing is, you know, what is something like that going to cost?
Gotcha. So currently, a lot of these are experimental, but just the first ones are coming out. For example, this is the Xpeng Iron Robot, and you see how it dances. So this is a real. It's not AI.
Right.
And so the prices I've seen are between like 20 and 29,000 to start off.
Right. That's for one.
For one, correct.
Uh-huh.
So I think it's interesting, like, so with DJing, I used to DJ in college as well, so
Okay.
I understand that a little bit. But have you seen, like, Timbaland has come out with this, there's like a new AI music creation tool for like production and stuff like that?
I haven't seen his. I have seen some online already, but
Okay.
not his. I haven't looked at his, but now that you mention it, I will definitely be looking it up.
Yeah. And so the reason that I go out and talk to people is not because, hey guys, hey OGC at Gaming, welcome in. But
Okay, so you're is that YouTube that you're
YouTube,
on?
yep,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
YouTube. Is not just because people need the education. It's because, so for the first time, like, we're taught our labor is super important. You know, like, we go to school and we kind of build an identity around our jobs. But with robotics and AI, what's brought in is like widespread automation, right? Things that we thought we would have to do, like, you know, if you work in a factory, you know, that's your job. Or if you're doing like I worked in business, so, you know, a lot of that can be done with AI now.
Right.
And
So now, I got a couple questions for you.
yes.
And you mentioned the robotics.
Yep.
Are you doing a lot yourself personally with AI? You, outside of just the robotics? As an example, I got a couple things I'm working on. I got a cartoon that I'm working on called Slim and Shorty, where we got all the characters. I actually got to have a cartoonist who's, you know, he's got it to the point where he's got all the characters and he's able to make a move, you know.
Yeah.
And so the idea I got right now is to bring in the voices of these characters and get him to record them all in such a way that he can make the characters say whatever lines we want them to say.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And so my idea right now is we're gonna do a full production of different you know, cartoon short films, and actually we're looking at doing a long form film for the Slim and Shorty franchise that I'm working on. But
Gotcha.
outside of that, I'm also looking at doing this film, and I saw one recently where it was total AI, and I knew when I first watched it that it was AI, but if no one had told me it was AI, because everything, all the people were, it was real. I mean, it was no, you know, it was all real. All the backgrounds and everything looked real. And so I'm actually looking at this film that I want to shoot called Shotgun. I'm actually looking at getting the characters, doing the same thing with them, getting their voices in different ways, so that we can actually do the film all AI.
Yep.
You know, I'm looking at doing that, but what I don't have right now is folk who have the expertise to bring it to life.
So the vocal, on the vocal side, write down, it's called 11 Labs.
What is that?
So what it does is you can speak into it, whatever voice you want the character to have.
Right.
So
and is this a specific AI, or is this what is this?
Yeah, it's a specific voice replicator. So what you do with 11 Labs is you say like all the ranges of vocal things that you can have. So you can say, like, you know, script, like, okay, you know, Pied Piper, this, that. Right. So you get the full range of the voice you're trying to replicate. Or a lot of people will take movies of the characters, or
right.
if someone that sounds like that, yeah. and then it can say, you put in the text, and it can say whatever sound you're trying to replicate for the full script.
Okay, so my idea right now is to get like a weekend, right, and get all of the, you know, we'll have the script laid out, and we'll basically have all the characters that would be in the AI movie, that would be real life with AI, where they, you know, whoever's doing the capturing will capture the pictures from, you know, of the characters from different angles. We'll also have them go through saying the actual scripts, you know, speaking it into, you know, and recording the voices.
Yeah.
So that's the idea, to get that all together, and then to have, you know, like I said, whoever the main expert is, to, you know, make the final edit, and to make the whole thing, flow together with the script and all of that right there.
Uh-huh.
So like I said, I'm looking for, I hear you giving me all of this, but of course I know there are experts out there who are doing it, and I need an expert who has a few projects under their belt, you know what I mean, to link up with to bring this whole thing to life.
All right. Well, guys, he's looking. So this is like, well, two things I want to say to you. One, I can 11 Labs. That's kind of voice replication. There is a lot of programs now that can do. You have the voice, and it can create the video from that. But the point here is, this guy, he wants to partner with someone. He wants to work with someone who he has the vision. This guy's obviously an artist. He has the vision. He wants to kind of work with someone to bring this to life using the new tools. And, one thing that's shifting like rapidly over the next, let's just see what if anyone else is adding anything. So yeah, text to speech. So that's what 11 Labs is. Text to speech AI. But the important thing that I'm trying to talk to people about is obviously AI is coming in quickly, but it's a lot of because like I could say, oh, I know how to edit videos because I put out videos on YouTube and all that, but the programs and the robotics are coming in so quickly, month after month, that a lot of the labor, I think you'll be better off. You'll be able to find these programs where you can just prompt, like kind of text in what your vision is, and it will create iteration. It'll create the video, and then you can give feedback like, I don't like this part,
right?
And it corrects. It corrects it. So on the video side, I'm not an expert. I don't know all the AI, but I know that's the best voice, and it's only I use it sometimes, and it's like $5 a month. It's not expensive like a lot of these other AIs.
Now, what would you say the most incorporating AI today that you might know of today that that I could speak into and say, hey, I got a picture of this person, and I may even have a voice recording of this person.
Yeah.
Right? I got the picture and I got the voice recording, and I want to make her say, "Good morning, America," right? In a video.
Yeah. The voice is hands down 11 Labs is the absolute best.
Right.
Beyond 11 Labs, the video side, I think there's like Google VO is coming out.
Google VO.
Yes,
and
they're coming out.
That is, what is that? Voiceover.
It's video generation.
Video generation.
Yeah. So I currently don't, because I don't make like AI productions of videos. So I don't know what's the best thing to mesh those together.
Yeah. I'm gonna do is I'm pretty sure you've heard of I think it's Fiverr. That where you like
Fiverr.
Well, I'm saying it wrong, and when I see words, I always pronounce them wrong the first time. But anyway, I mean, I've been working with them for several things. They've actually shot. I've had several of the creators there do like AI videos for me up to date.
Okay.
And I'm betting right now. I haven't like been through their library lately, but I'm betting there's a creator there who, if I gave you the vision of what I'm trying to do, I'm betting there's a creator there that can get it done.
Yeah.
Who's already doing it? Like who will have like several examples of what they've already done.
Okay.
You said it's Fiverr?
It's Fiverr. Because I think that company started. It was like you can do any task for $5.
Right.
Because you can hire people from all over the world.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right. And so, and a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to launch a Roku TV network under. By the way, my name is Dr. Major Cameron.
Major Cameron.
Yeah, I just got my honorary doctorate. I just received that from Blessed Cosmopolitan University of the United Kingdom. I run a project called the Feed a Million Project. We put on shows and tours to aid and advocate for the homeless. 35 cities I'm involved with around the United States and Africa. I'm in 6 countries right now, and 1 country in South America, Colombia, Medellin, Colombia specifically, where we put on shows, tours to to feed and advocate for the homeless. So I've done many feeding. Up to date, since 2009, we fed over 500,000 people around the world. We're getting ready to go to, we're on tour now. I'm doing a thing called the Tina, Mike, and Jimmy show, which is, we got a person replicating Tina Turner, a person replicating Michael Jackson, and me, myself, I'm doing Jimi Hendrix. That's why we call it the Tina, Mike, and Jimmy tour. That will kick off in Vancouver, Canada, January 16th. From there, we go to Portland, Oregon, January 17th, and January 18th, we're in Seattle, Washington. That's the first leg, and then the second leg is, let's see, who do we have second in February? We've got Nashville, Tennessee, Memphis, Tennessee, and we've got and Biloxi, Mississippi.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's about 14 days. So I just gave you a few. We will be doing a date in Charlotte. I don't know what that date's going to be right now. Could be right around, it looks like somewhere either the 19th or 20th of February. But I'll stay tuned. Anybody out there who wants to know more about the NNS, catch me on TikTok, DJ Brother Maniac, which means DJ Brother mainly addressing negative information about the community. You can find out more about me there, and if you want more about the movement of what I'm doing, I Google the Feed a Million Project. The Feed a Million Project. Google that. Links under there will take you to our we got a Facebook page. We have a WordPress site. So under there, you'll see some of the pictures and videos and audio of the feed events that we've done to date. And I'm organizing right now. I'm trying to buy 300 Arctic sleeping bags for the area people here in Charlotte who sleep outside. That's a campaign I got going on right now to raise money to feed to get 300 Arctic sleeping bags for those who are living and sleeping outside, the homeless community here in Charlotte. Yeah.
There you go.
I appreciate you. What was your name again, sir?
So my name's Jason Modal, but my
okay, online I find
online Robot News Alert.
Robot, is that one word or just three separate words? News alert.
Yeah, Robot News Alert. You can just type 3 separate words.
Okay, and do you have a specific website for that, or is your YouTube page Robot News Alert?
My YouTube is also Robot News Alert.
Okay, and so how would I reach you via email?
Yeah, so MODAWAL.
Okay, hang on, sir.
All right, guys, I pulled up his TikTok, and you can check this out. We'll follow here, support each other. As I always encourage you guys, like you got to get some accounts online, because with extra pressure on like the job market, stuff like that, you got to build something else for yourself. So a few things I wanted to point out here is like with one main reason I do this is because I know, I've been in business, I've been in technology. I had a technology company in my 20s, and I know rapid change is coming to people. You're going to start in 3 years' time. 4 out of 5 people will interact with a humanoid robot on a daily basis. And thank you. Okay, I got you.
Website and everything.
Okay, I'll send you a text as well.
Yeah.
So it's important to build additional streams for yourself, and he's doing things with the homeless. I know, growing up, my mom actually worked in a kind of a homeless shelter with drug addicts. It's called the CAP program.
Okay.
in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay. Is that where you're originally from, Cincinnati, Ohio?
That's right. Yeah,
Do you have a lot of connections there in Ohio?
I have some connections in Ohio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you text me, and I'll definitely. The Midwest is an area that I haven't done a whole lot in. I do a lot on the West Coast.
Okay.
I'm originally from Washington D.C., so that is my base market. The DMV, Baltimore, D.C., Washington, Virginia. I'm a big Commanders fan. You know, might as well let y'all know. I mean, I'm basically a DC area sports fan, and also I did, something I wanted to. Why you got me here, and I'm pretty sure you got a whole huge array of listeners on this thing. I am currently organizing a Feed a Million Youth Cup soccer tournament.
Okay.
Which is going to consist of teams 17 and under from 6 countries right now, cities within those countries: Nairobi, Kenya; Kampala, Uganda; Lagos, Nigeria; Monrovia, Liberia; Accra, Ghana; and Freetown, Sierra Leone. They're going to play a 6-game schedule inside of Africa, March and April of 2026, with the championship and the finals. The top 4 teams are going to go to London, the UK. I can't remember the name of the stadium, but it's near the O2 Arena. There's a smaller soccer stadium right next to that, where we're going to have the Final Four and championship May 15th, 16th, and 17th. And a lot of the games will be broadcast on Feed a Million TV, the Roku network, which will launch right after January 2nd or so, right there. Yeah, so we'll have the Feed a Million radio, which will be on 365 radio, 24 hours a day. And I do emphasize playing up and coming independent music there. So all of you artists out there, hit me at djbrothermaniac@gmail.com. Send your MP3s. You're a brand new artist, I'll get you in the mix. We'll get you interviewed on air. And then because with every event I do, generally there's a concert or a show, entertainment show attached. So like all the dates I just gave you, we bring homeless in to be fed at the event, and then they're entertained by me as a DJ and whatever acts I have on that event.
And guys, he's on YouTube too. I just found him. So
yep. I'm on YouTube too. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Instagram. I'm on TikTok, and on Facebook. Feed a Million Project. I guess I need to create a DJ Brother Maniac Feed a Million, a DJ Brother Maniac Facebook page, which I haven't done yet. And I'll do that real soon, because we got new projects launching, and I got the group. I was telling you about the group where I wanted to add the AI robots to. It is called the Majestic 3, which consists of myself as a DJ, and saxophonist Sonny Fairley, who's based in Oakland, California.
Okay.
And my main vocalist is Key 3, and he's based in New Orleans, Louisiana. But we 3 together are a group called the Majestic 3. And we have a project that will be coming out January. Matter of fact, I expect to have us all a part of the dates that we're doing starting in February. I got about 14 dates between January and March the 16th, I think is the final date. And we got about 14 in between there. And like I said, I mentioned Vancouver, Seattle, Portland, and then we're also going to be doing Dallas, Houston, and New Orleans. And then I mentioned Nashville, Memphis, Biloxi, and then we're going to definitely do Washington, D.C., Charlotte, Columbia, and most likely Atlanta. Some of those dates are not quite on the calendar yet, but we're getting, when you're close and you're somewhere else, if you can make it happen, we do it. We add other dates.
Sounds good, man. Well, I'd love to talk to you more when I got a proper mic. I'm just going around the campus at the moment.
This is great.
I got your number, and
Oh no, we're definitely going to connect, and I want to see how I can incorporate the robotics in what I'm doing. No doubt.
Very good.
Yeah.
You can tell by just the coordination of all these multi-content things. I mean, this guy doesn't stop working. I'll tell you that right now.
This is true.
I in my story in my 20s, I had a business. I was in Puerto Rico. I was part of the investor program, and one of my businesses failed out there, and so I came back and I returned to like the workforce. But I felt like the job market had changed so much with AI and all that and robotics. So I started trying to like me, I figured out, but like for so many people, I think there's with all the job display, it's getting harder and harder for a lot of with all these technological changes.
Sure.
And so I want to help have those conversations with people so that they can better prepare themselves, because I don't think it's a bad thing, all the technology, but I think it's bad that the conversations are being avoided. Important conversations.
There's no doubt. There's no
Yeah.
doubt. And like I said, with AI being able to do, what we've definitely seen the one example of when you go to a drive-through, 90%, we shouldn't say 90%, but a lot of them now, the voice talking is an AI through that, just taking your order.
Yeah.
So that's at least one person's job for sure.
Yeah.
Right there. And then, like you said, you just showed me some robots that's doing laundry. Well, I'm sure there's going to be robots flipping burgers.
Yeah, they're already.
Yeah, and so there goes a few more jobs. Because just like you say, if let's just say one robot is $25,000, well, that's a flat 25. And I'm sure it's going to come with some kind of maintenance contract.
Yeah.
And that means people in there that right now who are earning $20 an hour, whatever they're doing right now for the fast food minimum wage, it's going to get to a point where there may only be like one human manager.
Yeah.
On site,
because they can work 24. You can't compete with that.
That's the
you
thing.
Can't compete
and
with
you
that.
pay, and like I said, when you buy a robot or whatever the flat fee is to buy that robot, he's bought, and I'm sure they're gonna come with maintenance contracts. And so, my thought right now is one of the biggest jobs in the near future is going to be robot repair, robot programming and repair. So, if you're looking for a secondary skill, learn robotics, learn programming robotics, learn the models that's out there. Man, listen, we're in 2025, getting ready to go to 2026. I think it was 2015 or so. I was doing, I did a lot of courier work when I was up Curry, and I did Lyft, and I've done a lot of different jobs. Anyway, in the DC area, so I was making a delivery to the Washington, the hospital center in Washington, D.C. And I got on an elevator. This is 2015, I think it was. And I got on the elevator, and two robots got on there with me.
Oh, yeah.
and another person. And I asked the dude, I said, what are they doing? I said, what's going on? He said, oh, they delivering medicine.
Yep.
I said, deliver? Yeah. And he said, they know where they're going. He said they know when a person's there, they know how to walk around a person. And he said, so that's what they're doing. And this was 2015. And that was the first time I'd ever witnessed anything like that. I assume at that point in time it was like a test program or something.
Yeah.
But the bottom line was we got on the elevator. They got off on whatever floor they were supposed to get off on. And the guy that got on the elevator with me, he said they know exactly where they're going. He said they know exactly what they're doing. He says, to date, we haven't had one make a mistake.
Yeah.
And
look, for even for warehouse workers and all that.
I'm thinking about that. I mean, and then I'm thinking about like right now the Amazon warehouse situation. Where right now is it's pretty much 100% humans right now. But the minute that they test a few of these out and everything is a go. I mean, then it's going to mess around and only be where some of these places got 50 and 100 people on staff. I mean, I envision it will eliminate half of them right away.
Yeah.
Yeah, because first of all, the robots they're not going to take breaks. They're not going to make mistakes, except where the programming is faulty. See, that's the or where you have program glitches, and that happens. And that's why I say the number one job pretty soon is going to be robot repair, or it's going to be a job that's in demand. Robot programming and repair. And knowing like whatever the basic models that people are using, knowing the different models, whatever they are. And as you know, I keep thinking about iRobot right now. iRobot.
Yeah.
What those robots were, and that movie was shot to emulate what 2050 is going to look like. I think we're going to get closer to what happened in iRobot way before 2050. I think now. I think that we'll be there. Because those robots, I mean, they could do everything.
Yeah.
I mean, they were, any one of them could be trained to do everything. As in that movie, you seen them cooking in the kitchen. You seen all kind of stuff.
Yeah. I think those type of robots will be here in 3 to 5 years.
Well, and then the other thing, I know in the DC area, we've got several automated buses that's driving around with no person. Just picking, just actually, and so they, what does that mean? What does that mean? Bus drivers are going to be, not too, if because they got automated buses, they stop and go, and they make the schedule and all of that. They got in DC right now, coming from Virginia to DC, I know this, they got automated buses that's running right now. So, I mean, and I'm just thinking about the DC market with all the buses they got, I envision that's going to put bus drivers in jeopardy down the road.
So doctor, have you heard of a guy named Buckminster Fuller? He's another inventor in the 1930s, 50s. He's invented he invented a lot of things that we use today. But
say that name again.
Buckminster Fuller. All right.
And what was his nationality? Because
he was American. He was American.
No, Black American, white American.
He was a white American.
White American. What was his name? Buckman.
Buckminster is his first name. Yeah.
Minster.
Yeah, that's one word. Last name Fuller.
Fuller.
Okay.
Inventor.
Yeah, and he just did inventions to try and make the world a better place.
Right.
He predicted. So he predicted back in 1930s that we were gonna go towards a society that has more and more automation, and he said at that point you're no longer living in a world where as a person you're valued for your labor, which I think we're close to that point, but you're valued as a consumer, because the labor can be done by robots and AI, and we're quickly shifting that way. So the main value, what companies really want from you is less and less to be a laborer, but to be a good consumer of their products. So I think, we're shifting away where, I think even though it's not popular, certainly in the United States, like there's going to be no way to do a full-on transition without some sort of UBI. And then, but what I tell my subscribers is the other value you have currently is as a distributor. So a distributor is, you make your socials and you're able to sell things. You see that with the creators being a trend. That's kind of like the only real job that I see being safe. And I've worked in a lot of different fields. So I tell people to prepare yourself and your families for it. Like, try and make a social media doing anything, because if you can get an audience, you can eventually, be able to bring in money for yourself and your family. And you can, that's something, it takes years to build. I mean, doctor knows that, he's worked his whole life to get to where he's at, and it takes a long time. So just start. What I tell you guys is drop your handles in the chat, and I always try and follow a few people, because it's a hard process. Sometimes, the most important thing is, the hardest thing is to get one follower, and then it does get a little bit easier once you're scaled, because you have that social proof. But you guys got to try and do that for yourselves in the next few years, because also when you're less valued for your labor, you got to find a way to support yourself and hope. In this country, I'm not sure. We don't live in a society where there's pensions or anything like that to take care of you long term. So start the conversation today and start working towards taking care of yourself, because oftentimes, the cavalry is not coming, and you just got to get started on working towards a more positive future, because things, you often think, oh, I should have done this or that. You can always get worse than where you're at, even if you're in a low place, and you can always be better. So that's why I say let's thank the doctor, follow him, and maybe me and the doctor will connect again sometime. So doctor,
for sure.
Thank you for talking to me today.
Thank you.
And thank you all.
All right.
All
Appreciate
right,
you
doctor.
there, Jason.
That's right. I'll send you a text, doctor.
I'll be looking for that, brother.
All right, thank you. All right, guys. So we saw someone else who's just kind of going through life, and he has some ideas and wants to use AI and robotics. So that was pretty cool conversation. But let's see, we're at 103 followers. And guys, I know a lot of people dropped off after that one. It was a long conversation, but I think it was, it was a meaningful one, and I'll clip that up, and I think it'll make a good video. Hey, Mr. Prince. Mr. Prince is back. All right. Well, guys, I think we've had a pretty good talk today. We learned about this guy. I mean, we connected with a guy who's trying to feed, hundreds of thousands of people and millions of people. And, interesting conversation. But what we do here, for those just joining, is we try and teach about robots and how they're gonna change your life. And the reason why it's gonna change your life is because there's gonna be more and more demand for labor for robots and less demand for people. We're already seeing it with AI. Now your job is not just to do your work, it's to work with AI and help it facilitate. And with robots, it's gonna get even more so. And what do we do? How do we care for people? How do we take care of each other in a world where there's less and less jobs? Well, I say you have to get online and build something yourself. Start building your social media. It takes years and years. If you have a social media, drop it in the comments. But, this is kind of, we got to just do the best that we can. So what else, guys? We're on campus today at Central Piedmont University. And how's the audio, by the way? I've never done it. I've never done an interview. My first interview ever. So I'm wondering how I sounded and stuff like that. What do you guys think? Hey, Mr. Prince, do you wanna do a duet? You wanna hop on video? I wonder if we could hop on a video together. And I know you've been trying to teach in the comments section, and I'm wondering if you want to do a video together. Okay, no problem, Mr. Prince.
Down there, I am so excited about this Delphi cam.
All right, guys, we got a party going on. Looks like. So we're at a park. You guys see the skyline of Charlotte? So if you see through the trees, that's the skyline. Hey, no worries, no worries. So, yeah, guys, we had some pretty awesome interviews today on campus. At least one person talked to us, and that's certainly better than zero. And I think I'll show you guys the rest of campus on my way home, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. What do you guys think? So again, we're at Central Piedmont University, and this is how it's looking. You see, we're right near downtown Charlotte, North Carolina. So, what was the most interesting part about that interview, you guys think? You guys, what you guys think? And tell me, like, you think it's a good format, me just doing the random interviews? I mean, I thought it was pretty cool today. And I would love to talk to more people about robotics and stuff. All right, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing these. I'm gonna keep doing these interviews then. We're gonna go all the campuses and stuff like that, and walk the neighborhoods, North Carolina, South Carolina, Ohio. All good, all good. So I interviewed this doctor who was just hanging out, and he does a lot with the homeless, and he was interested in how AI and robotics could be used for his mission, which is feeding homelessness and doing concerts to help feed homelessness. So it's pretty interesting. So let's see what we got, guys. So again, we're on campus. This is Central Piedmont University. Hopefully I can go this way. Yeah, there you go. So we'll remember the guy that got interviewed has a YouTube. Yep, guys, his name was DJ Maniac or something like that. Mr. Prince, what'd you think of the interview? Did I do all right? Was the camera all right? I wasn't sure how to position myself really, but hey, it's the first time, you know, we launched this channel. We're at 103 followers now, guys. 103 followers. So, you know, just yesterday we're at 88. So you guys are kind of my first supporters here online. And yep, DJ Brother Maniac. Yep. So you guys are my first supporters online, and I definitely appreciate that. And we're gonna just engage with the world and help them adjust to robotics, because the biggest thing about robotics, I can teach you guys all the robots. The biggest thing is how you are gonna deal with that transition. And are you gonna, you know, I'm of the belief that whatever you major in, whatever career or however you want to, you know, set up your life, I think you have to build your social medias, because that way you can make some money selling some stuff, and you guys need that extra income in life, I'll tell you. So, and it takes years to build to that point. So like I don't have it built, but I'm building this right now, so that, you know, when I have, you know, the next few years, you know, I'm expected, you know, I'm planning at least to, you know, have start a family. And I know that, you know, doing these interviews on the street, teaching people about robotics, about, you know, how to how to best take on these new trends. Like, I think it's going to be pretty cool. Because look, here's an example. I've done project management and sales. Look what they have for sellers now. This is completely AI, and this online seller did $6 million in China. So it looks super, the video ended, but it looks super realistic, right? This guy's I don't get Comment Cafe. Oh yeah, you guys see Central Piedmont. No. So he was online, like, Amazon Live Shop and stuff like that. So that guy was online, but it was in China. I think Baidu.com. The guy live streamed, and it was completely no human. But yeah, we should. One thing is the malls in Charlotte are still pretty poppin'. So I was thinking about doing the mall, but sometimes malls kick you out when you're like doing videos and stuff. So I was avoiding that on my first time, but I'll take you guys to the mall if you guys, we could do some interviews there. I think that could work out well. But yeah, that's one thing. Like, I don't know what city, random goon, you're from, but like, for example, in Ohio, the malls are like non-existent. Like a few stores, but nothing really there. But in North Carolina, they're still popping. So it's kind of like a pretty cool thing. So guys, we've officially done the Central Piedmont tour. It was a little, I'm glad I got at least one interview in, And I think we'll make some good clips out of this episode. Here's the education center. But yeah. But yeah, guys, what did you all think of the university? I mean, it's a cool campus. We need someone. There's like UNC Charlotte that I think I might go to next. Cause I need more people. Way more people. Wait. That's downtown Charlotte right there. Oh, missed them. Could have been an interview right there. All right, we're good to go. We're good to go. So, what else can I show you guys? Oh, what do you guys think of the new? You seen the new Facebook thing? It's like you put it on your wrist, and you control your Meta glasses that way. What do you guys think of those Meta glasses? That's a good idea. Maybe I should hit up some parks. I think today, I don't know if I mean, maybe I will. Maybe later I'll go live from like a park or something like that. That could be a good idea. Hey, but yeah, if you don't know, I mean, the weather is like 50 degrees, 55 degrees out here. So it's nice. How about where you guys are from? I was just in Ohio. It was like 2 degrees, literally, like 1 degree. It was wild, man. Well, I mean, I grew up in Ohio, so I'm used to the winter weathers. But it's definitely a change. All right, guys, I want to show you guys. Look, this is the new hospital here. It's like the atrium something. The Wake Forest. It's called the Pearl. That's what it's called. The Pearl Hospital. If you don't know, Charlotte's like a really kind of up and coming city, and there's always like tons of construction going on. Okay, I'm from Cincinnati. I grew up in Cincinnati, so this southwestern Ohio. I've been up to Lake Erie and stuff like that, but I'm from like the southeastern part. And I was saying, you see like new high rises coming up all over Charlotte. And if you don't know, Charlotte used to be like a small town, like just like 15 years ago, and now it's huge. All the companies moving out of San Francisco are all coming. Like Wells Fargo moved its headquarters from San Francisco to Charlotte. There's tons of Bank of America headquarters it's always been in Charlotte. It's actually the number 2 banking city behind New York now, if you guys didn't know. So Charlotte, you might have thought of it as like a smaller place, but it's huge. And yeah, I've just lived here the last few years and I've seen it grow so much. So all right, guys, I think I got one more live in me later on, maybe, but I do want to chill, take a break, get refreshed. So yeah, I had a friend who lived near me in Puerto Rico. He had a construction company in Colorado Springs, and he would tell me how it boomed, the construction boomed out there. And he told, hey, I appreciate you, Random Goon, and thank you for sharing about your business. When you join in, we'd love to learn more. If you want to share your business name or something, I'm happy to like pull it up on one of my streams. Just let me know. I'm always like I said, I want to support. People need to build their things, so I want you to do the same. All right, guys. Well, I'm back to my car, so I'll catch you guys later. All right, thank you for checking out my interviews today, and I'm gonna keep trying to get better and better and better at this. So make sure you guys keep tuning in, and See you next time.